was the dean of the College of Education in University of Southwest in New Mexico. And at the time, my children were in high school in Texas. So instead of uprooting them during high school, I drove back and forth to the university that I was working at. And it was about a 6-hour commute a day. And so I was really ready to get back to Texas. I was ready to end that commute. And my Texas retirement is here, and I was just ready to get back. So strangely enough, the way that it worked out is I wasn't at that point looking for a job, and they say the best time to look for a job is when you have a job, right? So I was not officially looking for a job, but my niece was a cheerleader here at Angelo State, and she said, "Aunt Scarlett, come to a football game. Come watch me cheer." My brother and my sister-in-law said, just come to a game and watch McKeely cheer. And so we loaded up and we came to a football game. And I'll never forget at halftime, in all of her naivete and innocence, bebopped at halftime up there and saw us in the stands. And she said, "Aunt Scarlett, wouldn't it be great if you worked here? Can you come work here?" And at the time, I was thinking, you know what? It doesn't work that way in higher education. You've got to have an opening and this and that. So kind of laughed it off. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking, this is amazing. This would be a wonderful place, just kind of based on that football game I was at. And so lo and behold, a few weeks later, someone sent me the opening for the Dean of the College of Education at Angelo State. And so I thought about it, and I applied, and long story short, here I am today. So it was really, it's a cool story, the way that it all happened. Well, I just got the job, and a couple of months later, we hunkered down because it's COVID. So that's how that unfolded. And so I had, when I first got the job, there was a flurry of, just getting to know people and getting to know the programs and the college and the university. And then just a few short months later, we shut everything down. So it really is amazing that the team has been able to do what they've done in really what has been a short period of time. But everything was ripe for that. Everybody was so hungry to just excel in all of these areas. So first we noticed, just taking a look of who we had and what we had in that college, we started really plugging into our stakeholders being our district partners, our students, and we started realizing that there was definitely an opportunity for us to start reaching out to the paraprofessionals in the school districts, offering them a seamless pathway for teacher certification. Because one really didn't exist. To be a paraprofessional and want to come back and get teacher certification, it was a cumbersome process. So we really started rallying together to make this program for these paraprofessionals where they get their associate's degree, and then they matriculate to ASU, and they finish up their teacher certification program with us. And so it was really the first of its kind. We're really, really proud of it, and it's so purposeful because these are students who typically are non-traditional students who have a lot of obstacles and a lot of barriers, but they are phenomenal teachers. So we wanted to give them a seamless path, give them a lot of attention to give them an opportunity to do that. When I interviewed here, it was actually on one of my slides of when I was doing kind of the background work to Angelo State and specifically the College of Education. I noticed that we didn't have a doctoral program in the College of Ed, and I said, we need one. There's no reason, with the expertise and the depth of ability that we have in the faculty in the College of Education, there was no reason why we didn't have a Doctor of Education. So I actually put that on my slide when I interviewed, and luckily they held me to it. And we all rallied and we did it, but it's a long process. It's a really long process. And so I say that because there were some other initiatives that overlapped with that process. But finally we launched this fall with 9 students in the first cohort. So it's been a long process, but it's been so worth it. It's crazy the way that it's happened, but I am a firm believer you put the right people in the right spots and you just let them go. You empower them and you support them. wish I could say that it was me, but I have the luxury of kind of sitting back and watching this unfold, because people who work hard and are way smarter than I am are running the show. And it really is the most gratifying feeling to see them just to do what they do best. It really is amazing. I wish I could say it was me, but it really is not. So we had the privilege of partnering with a foundation organization called US Prep. And US Prep is a national organization that goes and partners with educator preparation program to transform education as we know it, educator preparation. And so we are so fortunate to be partnering with them. We've got a 3-year partnership, a grant that we work together to transform teacher preparation. And I'm a sucker for anything that says we're going to transform, we're going to change, we're going to do something different and innovative. It's almost like I have to tell myself, okay, slow down and really take a look at this, because those are the things that really excite me and get me going. So when we started working with US Prep, we noticed that we were just right for entering into this transformative process for education. So currently right now, to become a teacher in a traditional model, you take all of your coursework, and then what you do is you go out for 14 or 16 weeks into the school districts and you student teach. And that can take on a whole lot of different meanings depending on the school district and the level of support that you have. So we have realized that that has very, very little to do with how effective you are as a teacher. So we set out to transform teacher preparation. So instead of doing that 14 or 16 week student teaching, we are putting highly qualified teacher candidates into classrooms for a year. And so instead of the 14, 16 weeks, they're spending 2 semesters in the school districts with those students alongside a highly qualified mentor teacher with lots and lots of support from us. So it has just flipped everything on its head that we typically know. The icing on the cake is that sometimes some school districts will partner with us and they will offer them paid residencies. So it's a very innovative program. I'm so proud of the work that we've done with it. We call our residents, our year-long residents, we call them RAM residents. So it's really, really a lot of excitement. We have our first 9 RAM residents out at SAISD right now. And SAISD has been an amazing partner to us. They are treating our RAM residents from day one like they're employees of the school district. So really, ideally, SAISD, if these, just say in a perfect world, these students stayed at SAISD after they graduate, SAISD is basically getting a second-year teacher because they have been so integrated with that school. And we're hoping over this next year to just like expand out and scale out and bring in more school districts who are interested in doing this and really start transforming educator preparation throughout this entire area. The Booker Award is awarded to deans of colleges of education who for their outstanding service in the area of education. I received this award at our CSOTTE meeting, and it's a convening of teacher preparation personnel in Texas. I was incredibly excited and surprised by receiving this. I had no idea I had been nominated. And I think I was a recipient of this award because I really have to say it's because of the people that I work with. I mean this with 100% certainty. They make me look good. They really do. And so when I'm asked the question, what did you do to get this award, or what have you done? I have just surrounded myself with amazing people who have seen what we've all done together and have chosen to highlight that. But honestly, I feel like I have not done anything other than had the amazing gift to surround myself with such incredible people.